everybody. Welcome to the 1st and 15. Rancho, Bernardo, and Vista are a combined 7-0 in Palomar League play. Both teams are riding 6-game winning streaks, both 6-2 overall. Somebody's going to win the Palomar League title. Does that sound like the State Farm Game of the Week to you? What do you say? We go to the highlights. That is senior night at Dick Haynes Stadium. RB on the board first. Zeke Payne with the 4-yard touchdown run takes the high snap and finds his way into the end zone. RB also with the ball in the first quarter. Their next possession, Payne back to throw, looking for his man, and throws it right to Grady Chancellor. And Chancellor leads the way with the 37-yard return. Moments later, one of the three-headed Panther monster machine, David Flores from 15 yards out. Boy, you want to tackle him? He goes 15 yards for the score, ties the game at 7. Still in the first quarter, Travis Bennett to Flores. This time the young man gets behind his, the big fullback catch the ball too, and at the break, Vista's up 14-7. Bert Grossman speaking with both head coaches.
Coach, I think everybody expected an offensive shootout. It's turned into a defensive game and capitalizing on mistakes. What are you going to do in the second half?
Well, you guys are thinking shootout. I was thinking a really tough fought game. They're the same record we have. We're going to keep pushing at them. We're a grinding team. We're a second half team. So hopefully we're wearing them down, and we're going to get after them in the second half.
Good luck, Coach. Coach expected an offensive game. Coach Bottom said he's the second half team. Your defense playing lights out. A couple short things. What do you got for the second half?
We're comfortable playing in tight games. I know they are too, so it should be a good second half.
Prediction?
RB wins.
Okay, good luck, Coach.
All right, titillating stuff there, Mr. Grossman. Third quarter now, RB with the ball. Michael Medrano strips Zeke Payne. It's recovered by L.J. Turner. A little while later, Bennett finds Eddie Nelson IV. It's a 15-yard scoring play, rolling left, throwing right, and finds his open man. Point after, no good. Vista is up. This is Payne to Deshaun Williams for a 25-yard pickup. Sets up a Chris Darty touchdown. Point after, no good. Vista's leading 21-20 at this point. And then watch. Desmond Tawa with the 19-yard touchdown run. Boy, do they have some threats at Vista as the Panthers go up by 8. Fourth quarter, RB trying to make something happen, and the snap goes over the punter's head. Landon Ogles sacked for a safety on the bad snap. Eric Courtney with the snap. That's pretty much the game right there as Vista goes on to win by its final score, 37-20. Vista 43 rushes for 328 yards and 3 touchdowns. I now introduce Strikeforce head coach Bert Grossman. He is one of the leading opinion makers of our time. Bert, I'm going to say that stat again. Vista, 43 carries, 328 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns.
You know, watching this, it was more of a defensive game. This is one of those games where if you're a defensive coordinator, you hate to look at the score because people say, you gave up a lot. Rancho Bernardo played great on defense, and so did Vista. Vista forced turnovers. Rancho Bernardo got on the back end of turnovers. I mean, 20 of those points came off turnovers.
All right, so we're going to get to that, but when we asked you to pick the play of the game, you said it was this. Why?
That really turned the game, and that was the end of it. They got 2 points, and that was the second punt. The first punt, they also snapped over his head, and Vista ended up scoring 7 points off that. That pretty much sealed it.
Special teams are important, huh?
They are. There was 2 turnovers from special teams, both against Rancho Bernardo that led to scores from Vista. They also had 2 turnovers that led to scores, and that was the difference.
All right, but I think you were alluding to the fact that it was a defensive game. We put a collage together of both teams playing defense. The old kind of, I guess as a defensive player, you would appreciate the hard-hitting, tough-nosed defenses that were on display.
You were, and you know what? You expected such a big shootout with these 2 teams if you looked at their past games. I mean, they score a lot of points. They're offensive-minded teams. One runs a lot, one passes a lot, but they do score a lot of points. That didn't really happen. I mean, they scored points, but it was mostly off mistakes and turnovers, not off offensive play.
All right, so I think we're going to talk to – who do we pick for the player of the game? You don't know.
Big fullback. What's his name?
Flores.
Got it.
David.
I tell you this all day.
David, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, David, how excited are you to be able to speak with Bert Grossman live on TV in just a bit? Can you, of all the things that have happened to you, Dave, where would you rank that moment it's gonna happen in a couple minutes? Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm very excited. You know, it's an honor to talk to him. It's just excitement, very, very excited.
All right, David. Well, we're going to take a commercial break, and then we're going to have our conversation with Mr. Flores, who was the star of the game. I'll have his impressive stat line in just a moment. But just remember, this is an interactive program. We're always looking for stuff from the viewers, viewer-generated content that you, the people, contribute to this show. And if we use your stuff, well, then you win fabulous gear, like Jack Noble. Do I have that right? Is it Jack or Jake? Jake Noble? Mr. Noble is sent in, Jake Noble from the ASB Commissioner of Technology and Offensive Lineman from Torrey Pines High School submitted this video for you all to enjoy.
Getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running.
You can see that entire video on our social media platforms. And if you want to send something in, there are all our addresses. You can send it to one or all four. And if we think it's good enough, we will put it on TV and you'll win fabulous PPR gear. The Student Athlete Spotlight can be seen weekly Thursday night on the All Sports Board. Allison Edmonds with an excerpt of her story of Sarah's Dustin Ellison. The PPR is coming right back.
Go! Gerard! Lead by example, lead by showing up to things, showing people that if you put the time in, it will pay off, and just being inspirational. We've wanted to win CIF the whole year, ever since December. Ever since we lost last year in the semifinals, we knew we would come back and we want to win finals and hopefully make it to state as well. I know what I'm capable of, so if I'm not reaching that, I get down on myself. So I know if I put the work in, then I'll feel good about myself. So in the classroom, I really just push myself and make sure that I'm giving 100%.